Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 20 franchise mode here in Columbus, Ohio. In the previous episode, we won our second Stanley Cup in 2 years. Back to back, we are a modern day dynasty, and let's enjoy the journey. First round, we beat the first New York team in 5 games. We beat the Rangers in 6, and then we beat the Tampa Bay in 5, which I'm surprised that series didn't go longer because you know it's Tampa Bay and they always get the better of us. And then in the Stanley Cup Finals, we beat the Edmonton Oilers to secure the Stanley Cup. We get to party for another calendar year as the Stanley Cup champions. Enjoy it. Now let me, I gotta stop the simulation. Stop it. Stop. Let's go and enjoy it. So, the awards. It's award time. We already know who won the cup. Back-to-back seasons. See, the Edmonton Oilers won a cup in 2029. They were the big team. We win 2 straight. We are the best. Presidents, we win it. Edmonton wins that, and we win the Prince of Wales trophy. So that's, out of the last 5 years, we've won 4, which is quite impressive. Individual awards. Matthew Savoie wins the Art Ross, who wins the HART trophy. Matthew Savoie wins the HART trophy. So 5 out of the last 6 years, if I'm not mistaken. No, that would be 4. 4 out of the last 5 years, we have an MVP on this team. Incredible. James Norris goes to Quinn Hughes, and I am not surprised in the slightest. Lady Byng goes to Pettersson. Calder goes to Tikkanen, who, Carolina surprisingly having a good rookie core. Last year, Giroux, who is now playing on our team, won the Calder last year, and their new guy in Tikkanen wins the Calder this year. So, good for them. Conn Smythe goes to Jeffrey freaking Woodworth. Oh, I love that. That feels so nice. It warms my heart. VEZINA trophy goes to Andrei Vasilevsky at 35 years of age, 36, something crazy like that. William M. Jennings also goes to Vasilevsky. Bill Masterton goes to Leons. That's a name and a half. Jack Adams goes to Dufferins. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Frank J. Selke goes to Austin Matthews, breaking Pettersson's streak. Ted Lindsay goes to Savoie. Iguchi wins the Maurice Richard Trophy. Now, before I get into anything else this episode, I want to thank everybody who watches this series. If you've liked, if you've commented, if you've subscribed, obviously. I was trying to hit a goal before January 1st, 2020 of 50 subscribers, and we've absolutely smashed that. On the day of recording, today is currently November 18th, and this is going out the 19th. So, we are currently sitting at 60 subscribers, and that is fantastic. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this content. I can't wait to put out more stuff in the future. This was just sort of let's see how long I can last doing this day to day. And I've done it every day for 2 months. So I'm glad you are enjoying this as much as I am. But enough of the sweet talk. Enough of the emotional stuff. Let's head towards the NHL entry draft. And I do have my sheet out here, and it looks like Carolina will get another very good prospect as they have Anaheim's pick this year. They jump up from 4th to 3rd. And as I was saying, I have my roster sheet out. I went into the rosters and I looked at who might we have this upcoming season, and there are a few things that we are going to have to deal with. Earl Cousins looks to be the first overall pick. I think it might be between Earl Cousins and Eli Ranger. Just because this guy's looking quite good. NHL ready. Yeah, but it should probably go to Cousins. He's the playmaker. He's the offensive dynamo. And if you have the first overall pick, you should probably go with something like that. You go with skill. Now, is there anybody good around our 30th pick in the draft? Or 31st, sorry. Dietz? I mean, no. Nothing's jumping out at me. I mean, this guy is not bad. Smiles, which is a dope name. Makinen, who I'm going to pin. Rasmussen, is there anybody? Yeah, Zimmerman's not bad. There's a few prospects out there that I might jump out to get. Anybody here? Dixon that I'm going to scout just to be sure. Because if we can snag a few other prospects this year, that would help tremendously we're going through another cap crunch again, which is going to suck, but it has to be done. There are a few guys that we will potentially lose this coming off season. One of those names might be Samuel Girard. I looked, and he's asking for above $7 million, and I get it. It's 2030 defensemen in this game ask for outrageous money, and he might be worth it. But we could use that money elsewhere. We could totally go out and find a young, cheaper defenseman. But I know in years prior, we've gone through the free agency class, and defensemen just want a crazy amount of money. Maybe they're good, but the cap has fluctuated in their favor, which is good for them. Who retired? Who is the biggest retiree of this year? It looks like Sean Monahan is the top point producer out of this year's retiree class. 1,400 games played, 413 career goals, 800 career assists, 1,231 points. He stayed in Calgary his entire career. Unlike that traitor, Johnny Gaudreau. I mean, he was still pretty good. I'm surprised he retired so early. Gabriel Landeskog, Brendan Gallagher, who is a former Art Ross winner. Let's see, let's go to year number 1, 2020, right here, yeah. No, it was right here. 119, he led the league that year. That's an Art Ross for Brendan Gallagher. He's been a pretty good player. Ends his career on the Arizona Coyotes. Speaking of former Arizona Coyotes players, Max Domi also retires with 1,160 career points. Ain't too shabby of a career. Wow, we are losing a lot of people, a lot of young guys in the IRL NHL, which is kind of crazy. There's going to be no more faces in this game. I mean, we have Big Texas, we have Dubois, but I think we have McAvoy. But after that, we don't have a lot of guys with faces anymore. It's just randomly generated guys. Evgeny Kuznetsov, Philip Forsberg, former Columbus Blue Jacket, a traitor, Artemi Panarin, but you know what? Screw him. I don't think he ever won a cup with New York. Not too shabby of a career. 1,300 career games, 1,119 points. Ain't too shabby, but screw him. Screw him. Jake Gensel also retires, so you have a bunch of over 1,000 point players who retire this year, which is crazy. You never see that in the actual NHL. Jaden Swartz, Ristolainen, JT Miller, Trocheck, former Columbus Blue Jacket, helped us win last year's Stanley Cup. Dumba, Gostisbehere, Barchi, Johansson, Duclair, Dzingel, former Columbus Blue Jacket, finished his career on Nashville. Philippe Danault, Tom Wilson, Faxa, former Columbus Blue Jacket. Lindholm, Dvorak, Strome, Slavin, Armia. I mean, it's definitely a very, very deep retiree class. It sucks to see that we're losing a lot of players. It's really weird to see that. Any goaltenders retire? Looks like David Ritchie is the top guy, but after that, I mean, Garrett Sparks. That's about it. But did we lose anybody? I'm not quite sure. Maybe depth AHL players, but nobody too big. No, we didn't lose anybody at all. Maybe coaching staff wise, but I'm not too worried about that. Sean Monahan is now a coach. That's kind of cool. We lost we lost an AHL coach, but I'm not too upset by that. Easy replacement. Let's go to view draft class, pre-draft interviews. Now we do have the 31st pick in the first round. Holy chow, 4-year ETA. I mean, I might look to move this pick. Ooh! Caleb Dietz. 1-year ETA, similar to Michael Goulet. I'm going to talk to this guy because that might be a swing and a miss though. It might be a medium top 9, like 70 plus overall. What we already know is readiness in the NHL. 1 year. That is, we might have to swing with that pick. We definitely might have to go with a player like that. I mean, at this point, you might as well. Did we unlock anything with that? If it goes up, I don't know. Did we learn anything about him around that pick? No, but I am definitely interested in a 1-year ETA. Definitely, for sure. I might have to. 18 years of age. Definitely an interesting pick. Is there anybody else around here with a 1-year ETA? Smiles, who is the medium top 6, so maybe they're similar players. They both play in the CHL. So Smiles also might be another guy to go after, because that might mean he's like a 70 plus overall, right? Very friendly. Smiles. Oh, that's perfect. Christian Smiles. Maybe a Columbus Blue Jacket. I also want to talk to... Oh, Mackinnon is NHL ready. 2-year ETA. I'm gonna look at Mackinnon. He might be a medium top 6, but if he's NHL ready, that means he's pretty good, I would assume. It has to be like 77 overall. Right? I mean, I've noticed that if it says NHL ready, it can't be lower than a 76. I would assume. So, I mean, I've seen that before. We drafted... we drafted a few guys. I mean, I can't... What's that one guy's name? There's a lot of names that I've drafted in years prior. But I drafted somebody really high up. He was NHL ready. He wasn't lower than a 77 overall. So that is definitely somebody that we might also go after. So I'm assuming that all these guys here, Smiles, Mac and Cheese, Rasmussen, all these guys are medium top 6 guys. That looks to be the trend. Dietz, I mean, how is this guy? Canadian Hockey League? I mean, 2-year ETA, I'll stay away from that. His goal scorer. Is that good? Oh, I thought it was a good goal scorer. Is there anybody that I have scouted late that I want to talk to? No, we don't have any awesome goalies this year. So, can I talk to Dietz again? No, I can't. That'd be dope. I just want to talk to you again, man. But they've got Martikainen, who 3-year ETA, similar to John Carlson. You probably shouldn't throw that around. But I'm going to go with the defenseman. Let's look at him. Maybe we can find out more about him, which would be dope. How ready are you to play in the NHL? Yeah, a few seasons, but that's definitely fair. I'm okay with projects, but I forgot to mention that we also have our top pick from last year is ready to make the jump into the NHL, and I kind of didn't. Did I not? I did put him on paper, but we definitely have. I wouldn't say we have cap flexibility, especially with the players that we have to re-sign, but we definitely have a bit of wiggle room if we need to add. But he's an overager, which means, yeah, 3-year ETA might not be the best pick to go with. But that concludes the interview phase, and we are headed to the NHL entry draft. I'm excited. We might get a very, very good player with this pick. Obviously, we have the 31st overall pick in this NHL entry draft. Let's see who goes first overall. From the LA Kings select Earl Cousins. From what? Where was he from? I believe he was from the OHL. QMJHL, 111 points, 67 games, 81 overall. Quite a good pick. Will Washington get their next Ovechkin sim, the pick? Earl Ranger is power forward. Is he a big boy? 6'4", 17 years of age. Yes, they definitely have a very good player there in Washington. Carolina, do they get another Calder winner? Curl Slack? Brody Curl-Slack, 18 years of age, right-handed left winger, 80 overall. That is a very good pick. Now let's go to view draft class. Maybe we're definitely not moving up. I don't think it's the year we move up for anything. I definitely don't see any standouts here in the midst of the round. Smiles. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sim towards our pick, and we'll. Oh wait, what? Hold on. Wait, did we have another team's pick this year? Oh, wow, we had Vancouver's pick. I had completely... Wow, we have a lot of picks this year. A lot of picks this year. Okay. That is... that just goes to show you how much I really pay attention. But 19th overall. Do we go with this Corbin guy? Well, hold on. Let's check at who has been drafted, where, and why. Cousins, Ranger, Curl-Slack, Byron to the Red Wings. Good luck in that dumpster fire. Goudreau, Plant. That's not too shabby of a pick. Bobkov, Hakanen, Mink, McCann. Yeah, pretty decent picks here in the early stages of the first round. But maybe we move back to select Dietz, Smiles. I definitely want to get more than one of these guys, because they're all looking quite good. We could definitely shore up. I mean, Makinen is definitely a guy I want to go for. So, anything around... I'll go maybe to the 28th pick. Pretty sure that's where they fall, so I'm going to go ahead, offer the Vancouver pick. They don't want it, but that's a pretty good pick. I'll take your second next year. Trade rejected. Do you want maybe another pick from me this year? I'll give you, how about you take Florida's third round pick. That works for me. Trade accepted. It works out for both teams. I don't think they're going to get anybody super fantastic here. Let's see who they grab. Van Riemsdyk, 65 overall centerman. That's not too shabby, but I want to sim to my pick. Okay, see, it starts to drop off here with a lot of medium top nines. I mean, Corbin wouldn't have been a bad player to take. I mean, how old is he? 17 years of age. Yeah, that would have been a great pick, but I'm not too upset about it now. Here with this pick, 28th overall. Who are we going to select? I think first I want to select, Makinen. Do we have a pick? around that. I mean, let's go to the 2nd. Do we have anything early here? We can definitely, yes, 6th. So that would be 37th. So let's view draft class. Where was he ranked at? 37th. Mackinnon. So we would have to move up, but I'm willing to go ahead and select. Oh, weakness is his character. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I don't think he's gonna, well, I wasn't sure I was gonna have this pick, this opportunity to pick him. But now I really want him. You know what? I don't think he's gonna be great. I'm not quite sure about it. But let's go ahead. Let's pick Caleb Dietz from... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. We weren't on the make pick screen. Whoops! Okay, let's go ahead from the Kamloops Blazers in the in the WHL, sorry. That 6'1", 18 years of age. Welcome to the club. Let's see if he's good or not. Oh, what a pick, Owen! That's a 1-year ETA? I will take it. Are you on crack, game? That is one of the best late first-round picks I've ever seen. That's like one of the best players in the draft so far. We got a stud. We got somebody who is going to help us here in the near future. Now let's sim these 2 picks. Did they take anybody here? See, a lot of medium top 9s. A lot of medium top 9s. So do we go ahead, maybe pick Smiles, trade up for Mackinnon, and then maybe Rasmussen? Mackinnon is definitely a guy I want, but I also want Smiles. So 1-year ETA. I'm going to go with it. Christian Smiles from the QMJHL. Welcome to the club. I want to see how good he is. How good is he? 73 overall. So we get a left winger who I'm not sure what kind of player he is. I mean, how many points did he put up there in the W? 65 and 72. So maybe he's more of a 2A forward, power forward guy. And then we get a 73 overall right winger from the Q. 59 points, 65 games, so he might be a physical player, which I'm totally fine with. Now, do we move up here to acquire... Okay, I'm going to go ahead. San Jose, I want your 2nd-round pick. We're making moves here at the draft. So you're going to take... You're going to take the 37th pick. Okay, and then you're also going to take the Washington pick. But then I want something back. Okay, and then maybe your 3rd next year? Trade accepted? Hell yeah. How did I swing that? I'll take it. I will take it. So let's sim up to our next pick. I might have traded up a little early, but I'm okay with that just to acquire these players. Now, let's go ahead. I want Mackinnon is the guy who jumps out at me first. He's from the SHL playing in a men's league similar to TJ Oshie. He's NHL ready. Let's go ahead. Welcome to the club. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, what a draft. Oh, are you... That is one of the best picks I have ever made. I have had such a good draft. This is the best draft I've ever had. I mean, he's a medium top 6, but that's 77 overall. That's 77 overall. He's going to be ready to make the NHL in the next year. Maybe even fight for a spot at the start of the season. But I also want the other player there. Now, I don't want to move up too much, but I definitely want Rasmussen. He's similar to Theo Fleury. I mean, well, 2-year ETA for McCabe. I'm not too sure about him. I'd be willing to move up for, I mean, how is Steen? 4-year ETA, 3-year. I mean, is there any low ETAs here? Well, I mean, Zimmerman ain't bad with the 41st overall pick. We have the 10th overall selection. I'm not sure what that is. Let me check real quick. My memory is going quickly. Let's see. So we have the 41st, the 44th, 60th, and the 62nd. So he was projected at 41st. So I want to move up a pick. Maybe I'll throw in a 4th, but I want to make sure I get him just in case nobody picks Zimmerman. You hear me? So we'll give you our 41st. And then we'll give you one of our later round picks. How about you take a 5th from Nashville? Okay? Trade accepted. Dope. It works for me. Let's sim up to our picks, see how everybody was. Phillips was a pretty good goalie, but I didn't want to go out of my way to get another medium elite goalie, so... Anybody... Well, McKay would have been a good player, but I'm glad with the guys that we got. Rasmussen wasn't too shabby either. Bednar's wasn't too bad. And now we're going to go with the defenseman. Might as well grab another defenseman for the core. So, Darren Zimmerman from the USA West. Welcome to the club. How is he? 63 overall at 18 years of age. That works for me. Now let's sim up to our next pick. 44th overall. Oh my, what happened? It's a very deep draft so far that I've noticed. That is quite impressive. Now, what are we looking for here? We don't know anything about Linzel. Nothing about Lee. Do we go with another defenseman? Is there any gems scouted? So there's a few gems scouted, so I'm going to make sure Hasek, is not looking great. Vaninen there, bust, stay away from him. Well, you know what, might as well just, well, then you have Martikin, who I'm going to select with my next pick at, where is it? Yeah, we have 2 more picks here in the second round. Yeah, or 3 in total, including this one right here. So let's go ahead and make a pick. We can't lose out too much. We've had a fantastic draft so far. 3-year ETA, similar to Ken Shattenkirk. He's looking pretty freaking good. No weaknesses. So let's go ahead. Bennett Anderson, welcome to the club. Not a great pick. It's our weakest one so far, but maybe he can slot into the system somewhere soon. He's a right-handed defenseman. Ain't too bad. Oh, no! Oh, wait. Goalie. Ain't too bad. No! No, they took our guy. Okay, he wasn't that very good. Okay, good. I'm like, I forgot what pick we were at. And I simmed anyway. So the goalies, there's a few pretty good goalies out there right now. Nothing too fantastic, but there's a few good goalies out there. Now, what are we looking for here? Manning, I mean, he's in an E-League, so that's not great. Well, nothing's looking too fantastic. Jeff Finger, what a name. You know what, screw it. Welcome to the club, Jeff Finger. Not a great pick, so it looks like the draft is kind of falling off here. But whatever. We've had a fantastic draft so far. Let's go ahead, select Lazarev or Manning. Which guy do I want? Emery? 3-year ETA, I mean, let's go ahead and select, let's go with the underage, or let's go with the 18 18 years of age. How good is he? Second round. Come on, hoping for something pretty good. Well, trade chips in the future. I'm not too upset. Miss anything here? Nope. Not in the slightest. Let's go with Manning. Screw it. Not a bad pick. So the draft is definitely falling off with talent right now. Anything here in the early stages of this draft? Well, a few backup goalies. Yeah, definitely dying off here. Definitely dying off. Nothing too great. Medium starter there to end the round. The goalies have been pretty good. Do we go ahead and pick another goalie? Swift? Yeah, 2-year ETA. 19 years of age. Let's do it. Let's see how good he was. I'm not expecting anything special. Haha! I am a wizard! 71 overall, 19 years of age. He's an overager, but you know what? 71 overall ain't too shabby. We're in the 5th round? When the hell did that happen? Wait, was I not paying attention or something? Guess not. So it's nothing super special here in the later rounds of the draft. Medium top 9s, low top 9s. So we're definitely trying to find a diamond in the rough. Anything that stands out here? Dominic Avery, 20 years of age. 4-year ETA ain't going to be any good. We go ahead and pick one of our gems that we had scouted. Oh, we don't have any gems left. Cool. Cool. So I missed out on them. Whatever. I'm not too upset. Byers, probably. Screw it. Kenneth Byers. Welcome to the club. I don't think he's going to be a low elite, because that always happens where you see that he's a low elite. I mean, he's a low elite. But I've noticed with picks from like 300 plus, players that say they're a low elite turn out to be like a bottom 6. I don't know what that's about, but we get another low elite to welcome to the team. I want to check something out first. I want to check something out. So we have 7th round pick, goalies. Wow, we have a lot of goalies. A lot of goalies. There's going to be a problem with that here soon, isn't there? Oh, that's going to be fun. There's going to be, oh god, goalie controversies everywhere. Maybe we try to work out a trade here in the future for another bona fide superstar to welcome to the club. So, anything special here to end the draft? Not looking like it. Nope. Nope, not really. I mean, a medium starter ain't too shabby here. And another one. Okay, so maybe we go with a goalie, low elite. Another medium starter. Let's go with the goalie. Screw it. So the goalies are looking pretty good so far. Let's go with the American goalie. Yeah, he was a medium starter. I'll take it. So we select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 players in this NHL entry draft. After a Stanley Cup victory, you can't ask for much more in that kind of draft. But it's been a long enough episode. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.